This is Jared with Ductless Plus again. I just want to show you a couple of units that we just recently installed. One there, one here. We put them in this big open room. There's obviously windows on each side of the room. There was no heating system in here that was like forced air or anything before. They did have a pellet stove right there in this little tile spot. And then the customer was kind of wanting to steer away from using the pellet stove and use something a little bit more easier to use throughout the years, and the solution was these ductless splits. There's one there and one there. And I'll show you where we ended up putting the outdoor unit. It was right outside here. And this is the outdoor unit we put in. It's a hyperheating unit from Mitsubishi. This is a low ambient operating system, so it can work down to below zero temperatures, down to -13, and still be at 100% of its operation. We just simply put it on a pad. We bolted it down to the pad right there on some 4x4 risers that we painted with a weather treated paint. One thing that I really like what we did on this install is, if you see the disconnect here, there's not a whip coming out. So we were actually able to go in the wall on the opposite side of this brick and run all of our wires and controls through one hole down here. And this is a multi-zone system. So you have 3 different whips that come out. 2 of them are the controls, and then one of them is the power from the disconnect right here. So you can also see we have the drain. It comes out right there. It's basically for all the 2 units inside. I'll kind of go inside and show you how we ended up doing that through the garage, but just so that you can kind of get a look of it. You know, most guys, when they do these, they would have ran a hole out up top and ran an exposed pipe down, but we were fortunately able to put everything inside the wall inside. Let's go inside real quick. I'll show you what we did in there. So you can see our pipes that we ran right there. They have the control wires, the drain line, and everything. You can see the PVC drain. You want to make sure that you have about a 1/4 inch per foot slope on that, but because we have that drop down right there going into that T, we got a little bit more of a slope than we really need. And here what we did is basically just ran the drain from the indoor unit right in, and then we ran the pipes all the way out. You got to really keep in mind to make sure that you insulate all these pipes really good, 100%, so that they don't sweat or condensate during the summer months when they're in cooling mode. We were kind of lucky again doing this install because the electrical panel was literally right here. So we had about a 15 foot to 20 foot run from there, up and over and down the wall where we exited out here. I know it's a little dark in here, but we ended up running all the pipes right down the inside of that wall and then out to the outdoor unit. Let's go back outside one more time. So this is obviously winter time. You can see the snow, and it's actually a pretty cold day today. This machine's running full blast, and you can tell how quiet it is. I mean, this is what's really nice about a Mitsubishi unit running in the winter time. They're just absolutely amazing. They're quiet. They unload a ton of heat for your house. They're just fabulous, heat pumps. If you live in an area that needs to have a little bit more heat than, you know, compared to like northern Arizona or anything like that, you know, you're going to want to get a hyperheating unit so that you can actually enjoy your, you know, your winter, you know, and have some heat in there versus having